approach, talk about just the wackiness of the weekend and maybe a little match.
I already started recording.
Did you?
Yeah. This is our approach.
So we don't really like map it out. We don't have a format. We don't format.
Why
much.
would we format?
Yeah, I know. Most podcasts format. You know, they like here's your format.
Fuck them.
Like, what are we formatting for? Let's just talk.
Just
talk show.
It's a talking.
Right.
It's a talking.
So
we got too much to talk about this week.
We said
and we're delayed.
We're delayed by a couple days.
We're horrible with our schedule.
Yeah, actually, we're pretty delayed. Oh, we're not too bad. But we this is thick. This is the thick one. The last one was, two shows ago we dubbed it as extra thick, but this one's pretty thick. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So this is thick.
Thick.
All right, so welcome back to the BSB show. I'm Trent, and this is
Basil.
What's happening, everybody? We are back with you guys after the hot tag we did with Two Heels and a Face.
A couple weeks back.
That was fun. We had a good time.
I liked it.
Big thanks to all the new listeners. We had a lot of new listeners out of that.
If you're new, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we apologize. We're sorry for wasting an hour. We're preparing you now that you're never going to get this time back.
So we got two nights to talk about. Night one's going to be a lot more of a rundown than in-depth because of the tournament. I mean, there was a shit ton of matches. This was like 20...
There's a total of 22 matches over 2 days. Basically, Daniels...
That was 3 days worth of shows in 2 days.
Danny Daniels went nuts and just became a booking machine.
Went nuts? He's been nuts.
He basically booked... This is for the old school reference fans. He pulled an Ole Anderson.
Oh, God.
And just booked like 3 months of shows into 2 days of angles and everything. We had a lot of angles come out of this one, too, actually.
There was so many angles. We could have done a math.
We
could have solved a math test with this one.
He should be Professor Danny Daniels teaching geometry at this point.
Professor Danny Daniels.
Professor Danny Daniels at your service. Here to teach you Geometry 103.
103?
Advanced Marxism. All right, so let's start it off. We had Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament. We're kicking it off. It was a very special thing, very special show. Yes. Jim's family was there.
So we actually started off the night with Phil Colvin. Colvin. It's
a hard O.
Hard O. Colvin. Colvin. Phil Colvin. I always just call him Phil, so it's just
Philly. Yeah.
He gave a really nice speech. Gave a little backstory about his sweet Jeebus shirts.
Oh, he did. See, I missed all of it because I was in the locker room doing some stuff. What did he say? Give me a quick rundown.
He was basically talking about how he came up with the catchphrase "Sweet Jeebus," and then he wanted to make shirts of it. And Jim was like, "Oh, this will never sell. This will never work." And Phil tells Jim that he sold 5 or 6 shirts that day.
The first night,
which is pretty good for an announcer.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Don't give Vols any ideas here.
No.
wait, side note, does Vols have a catchphrase?
No. Vols is just good at commentary. He doesn't need a catchphree, in my opinion.
You know, it's the third time we put him over. I don't think he's listening to our show once.
He probably isn't, because he hasn't said shit to us.
Son of a bitch,
you,
Vols.
Tyler.
You're a little bastard, Tyler. I don't know why we keep putting him over.
I don't know. We actually legitimately like him, which is weird.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Anyway.
And then
sold 5 shirts.
Jim goes up to Phil at the end of the night. He goes, "Give me one of those shirts."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because Jim would wear it. I'd see him wear it.
And then Phil would be like, "Yo, that's $20." He goes, "Don't push it." So that was a nice little story. And then we had Jim's family come out, which was really nice.
Father, brother, and son, I believe.
Yes.
Right?
So
yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't get to meet him. I didn't get to talk to him. But what was their response? Like, did they all give speeches?
No, it was really just his brother and his father.
Okay.
Nothing really from his son.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was a good touch.
That was nice. Yeah, I mean, it gives the importance on the tournament and everything. A lot of people probably don't know who Jim was, so...
No, especially a lot of the newer fans that came in after Jim passed.
That's the thing,
Because we hit our big boom after he passed.
Like, right after, yeah. It was changing right there, so...
That's when Sammy came in.
Yeah.
Sammy came in like a few months after.
What's the last thing Jim would have seen? Was it the Silas and Eddie feud? With that title shift back and forth? Was it that? Was that the last thing?
Or was that Eddie and Ethan?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What was the last thing?
It was Eddie and Ethan.
It's been, 3 years?
Because it was that summer 2015 was Eddie and Ethan.
But he
had the cage match.
But did he pull away before that, though?
he was like somewhat there, but I can't remember. I was a fan.
Yeah, I was a fan too at the time. I don't know.
So
I came in right. I think the last show he worked was the one right before I started.
Yeah.
So that was it. So yeah, 2 shifts have passed in the night. But cool, man. So we got the tournament in his honor. Night 1, we kicked it off hot fire. Right? Not Myron Reed.
Fire.
But it was hot. It was hot fire. The show. DJ and Ace Romero.
It was a good start. DJ started off the match with jumping over the corner.
Yes.
And landing on the Ace in that match. And then with Ace pouncing DJ to the outside, all that stuff.
Yeah, it was just buck wild match all around.
Yeah, it was a crazy match. Like I said, we're just going to do a quick rundown with this night 1.
Yeah, because there's 83 matches. So
86 million. Dude, do you know how hard it was to photograph?
How hard
22
is it
matches.
Edit 22 matches.
Oh my god.
Forget photographing them, right?
It's like, I can't even. It's just a lot.
That's
I wanted to start on night 2 on Thursday because I finished night 1 on Wednesday, but I was like, I gave myself 2 personal days. Like, I went out with family.
PTO.
Yeah, I went out with family the last 2 nights for dinner.
Yeah,
so I just needed to unwind a little bit.
Something you haven't.
I'm gonna get back on the editing tonight. So, but DJ Z comes out on top.
Yeah.
So
DJ was out to prove something on this one. I think
DJ's been on top of his game.
Yeah, no, DJ's awesome. I think. We all know that. We put him over all the time. He's one of the best.
Doesn't deserve it. To the birthday boy.
Oh yeah, it's birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
DJ.
birthday, DJ.
DJ, and the next one we had Sammy Guevara. He defeated one of our favorites, Trey Miguel. Is he Trigger Trey Miguel now?
No, he's the Fresh Prince of Midair.
I could have sworn Jim called him Trigger Trey Miguel.
Know. All these kids and their nicknames.
Trigger Trey.
Trigger Trey.
It's bad Trey. Triggers are for guns. Guns are not favorite.
OI4K though.
They're not OI4K anymore.
Well, revolver.
Yeah, no more guns.
No more guns.
You can be the Fresh Prince of Midair.
But Sammy gave a nice little speech before and after.
Yeah, he's a shit talker.
Dude,
he's a little baby face
he's good
guy.
on the promo.
He's a kid.
I love when he busts out his YouTube voice where he talks like this. So
I like him. He was all right. He was cool with everybody. He's easy to deal with. I like Sammy, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, very good dude.
Here we got next one. My dude. Rich Swann, baby.
Swann versus Lee. This was a fun match.
Real fun match.
And then Trevor always delivers another hot promo before his matches. And...
Yeah. Swann's my guy, though, man. This is I love seeing Rich Swann perform.
Yep.
One of the nicest dudes in our locker room.
Yeah, I love Swann. I'm happy that he's a regular again with us.
Yeah, I like it. And I like that Swann is definitely like there's plans. It looks like he's got so many things going on that there's success for Swann coming up. Which
I just like that before we get him into anything too deep, we're getting the audience to know him again.
Yes. I think it's kind of cool with paralleling like good indie shots along with TV. Like Swann's like rebuilt this year, which is really nice.
Yeah, which is good for him.
Dude, he's a great dude. And that's the thing. I think people got so on that bandwagon against him before knowing all the details.
Yeah,
and like. Forgetting that he's a good dude and he's like really good at what he does. So
yeah.
I'm happy we have him. So Swann defeated Trevor.
Yeah.
These are all first round advancements.
All first round matchups. And then we had Firefox.
We had Hot Fire
Myron Reed. He's got blonde hair, can't you see?
But it was Firefox against each other, man.
It was a good match.
Very good match.
It was a very acrobatic.
Acrobatically stimulating.
Yeah, not challenged. It was just a very fast pace.
It has that mentor and student vibe to it.
Yeah,
right?
it did, and they shook hands. It was very respectful.
I loved it.
I liked it a lot.
Fox, I think, has taken on like a mentor role and like legit with Myron.
Well, and then he also has his with WWN. He has his own training school.
Yeah, that's right.
So
is he part of the WWN?
Yeah.
I know, and he has school in Atlanta, right?
He has the school, and the school's affiliated with WWN.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He trained Austin Theory.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
He was. When I drove with him one day, and he was telling me, he's like, I run. He's like, I have nearly 50 students in the school.
That's crazy.
And he's like, he has like a couple different rings, like 3 sessions going on all week. Like, he's busy, man. Fox is a really busy guy, actually. I didn't realize that he's running that many trainees through his school.
Yeah, so he stays busy. We had Myron who went over on Fox, which was a huge shock.
Huge shock for Myron. I like it though, man. That we're building that youth movement at AEW, man. Yes. This is the future. Myron, Trey, these are the young guys, man.
All the kids. All the kids. Then we led into one of the matches I was really looking forward to was Darby versus Jimmy Jacobs.
Yes, because you called that before Danny booked that.
I called it, yeah. I was really hoping for it.
You called it on the pod, right?
I did. I called it on the pod.
Yeah. It's documented.
I called it on the pod. I called it on the pod before it was announced.
Which is crazy.
So
basically you booked that match.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're convincing ourselves that Danny heard it and was like, he's got a great idea, little dickhead. Let's book that match.
But no, it's a very personal match because Darby has history with Brody.
Yes.
Jimmy's now with Brody. They have very similar styles. I mean, Darby starts off with the match with cutting open this fresh wound that he has and rubbing the blood all over the side of his face, which doesn't have any face paint on it.
Darby's ridiculous. This was Darby's coming of age show with AEW, I think.
Yes.
He really became something to our fans.
I'm really happy. He's becoming a regular now.
Yeah. This is it. This was cool, man. I saw something change. People really took to him on the show.
Yeah. I've been on his quote unquote bandwagon for a minute. I've been talking about him.
Yeah, he's cool, man. No, I dig him. That's another young guy. How old is he?
Oh, I don't know, but he's young. He's engaged to Priscilla Kelly. Yeah,
they're getting married.
Probably Halloween.
Right before? No, not like a week after Halloween.
Oh,
right before some show. Our LaSalle show or something? I can't remember.
I think our LaSalle show is
like the night before. Yeah, the night before or something.
I don't know what our LaSalle show's at. I just check everything on my Google Calendar that week, and I'm like, okay, this is where I gotta be.
LaSalle coming to an end. No, we won't be talking LaSalle shows after a little while. LaSalle, we hardly knew you. Actually, no, we knew you pretty well.
No, we knew you.
We knew you too
way
well.
More than we wanted to.
Way more than we should have. Good old LaSalle. I should have run for mayor that town. I could have won.
Yeah. Then we get into another first round. We get Sami Callihan versus Moose.
Yeah, this was cool.
This was a fun match.
Moose healed, right? He was playing heel.
Moose healed it up. Sammy was playing a face the majority of the tournament.
It's interesting because Sammy, you could tell, is shifting in this odd way. But Moose has shifted heel on TV, so I think he's been carrying that a lot.
I think you have to. I think when you have a character who's a heel somewhere and then a face in your local thing, because it's TV that's giving you advertising for those wrestlers that's why they're going to go see them. So when you get something different, it throws you off and you don't know how to react properly.
That's true. Because you have to account for the larger audience that's seeing you. So you have to keep it consistent, which I think is it was perfect. And this is the match where he started the douche chant, right?
Yeah.
Where everybody started doing douche.
Instead of Moose, it was douche.
It carried over to the next night, which I like.
Douche.
Yeah.
Douche. This is the first time I heard that.
Which is funny. I'm like, it took that long for somebody to do it.
I know, but
I'm shocked.
I think that's great that AEW was the first one to come up with
absolutely. Well, it's going to carry on.
Good.
I like it, though.
You need to carry that on that Bound for Glory.
I will. I definitely will do that.
You need to get that on TV.
Moose, I will be seeing him.
Are you front row, or what's going on with that?
Not front. I'm
Wow, you're slipping.
Front was expensive, man. It was pricey as hell. No, I'm not front, but I'm going to be just fourth row.
Oh, okay, dude. It's I've been in Melrose Ballroom.
I figure anywhere's good.
You're gonna. It's fine. It's not that big of a venue.
Yeah, so we should be good either way. But Moose owes me. Side note for Moose. Moose has promised me to get me into Abyss's Hall of Fame induction thing. His dinner.
There you go.
Well, because all right, we're gonna tangent. This is what the BSB does. We have side stories. That's why you listen to us for the side stories. In LaSalle one time, Nurse Nicole, my girlfriend, AEW nurse, one time she was there. Moose had some pain, so she was checking on him.
Oh yeah,
and she gave him a massage to work out this knot. He had a really bad knot in his shoulder. Ever since then, this dude has been all over my girl. He's always looking for her to pull her in. Hey, I got that knot in. Help me out. Every show. Yeah, and then so
wrestlers are creatures of habit.
I was like, you better watch out. I'm like, I got no chance with this guy. I'm like, he's a foot taller, and who knows? but he's like, hey man, he's like, your girl around. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, Moose, she's around. He's like, yeah, she tied up. I'm like, you talk to her, dude. So like, I turn around, I come back up. She's working Moose. She's got the therapy oil, and I'm like, damn, Moose. I'm like, this gets me. I better get front. Heated. I'm like, Moose, I better get front row for every Impact show from now on. And he starts laughing. I'm like, no, man, fuck that. I'm like, I want front row. He goes, I got you. And I was like, don't bullshit me, Moose. I'm loading my girl out to you, touching you all over your chest and shit. I'm like, it doesn't sit well with me. So that was cool. Now, Moose, it's all right. As long as it doesn't go beyond the shoulders, I'm good.
No.
But Nicole's like, what, you pimping me out for Impact tickets now? And I was like,
you're like, yeah.
I better get something out of this if you're going to be if you're rubbing up on Moose.
So, and then we got... So Sammy defeated Moose.
My girl's rubbing up on a moose.
Rubbing up on a moose.
Lord Almighty.
So then we get to...
Why am I still thrown off?
I don't know, man. You threw yourself off on that
Sammy defeated Moose.
We can stop talking about that now?
That was not all the first round. We did like 5 first round in a row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 first round?
6 first round.
I mean, it was like first round.
And we're not even at intermission yet, guys.
Yeah, this is a heavy show, man.
I think intermission was there, and then we get to Besties in the World versus Joe Acer and Steve Manders, which was good to see them. It was like they were debuting, I believe.
They were debuting, and they worked hard.
They had a good look to them, too.
They do, and I think what their thing was, like, they were very respectful. They're really cool to everybody. And they knew that, dude, getting seen on the tournament show, that's huge.
That's a big thing.
Huge.
That's a big thing.
That is like a big opportunity for them to just get seen and have their name listed here, you know?
Yep.
And I think that was awesome, and they delivered. I think they really worked hard on that show.
Yeah. They had a good outing, but Besties in the World, dude, they're vets.
They're vets, yeah.
Even though they're having their issues with Scarlett and all that stuff, they came out on top.
Was this the one where...
This is where...
You know what I'm thinking, right? Where... Fitchett took the mic. Was it after this one?
No, so Fitchett takes the mic
and lost his mind.
Kicks Scarlett out.
Yeah.
Calls out something in Stallion. Something in Stallion comes out. Yeah. They're having the fight, and then Wrestling comes out and starts just beating up on everybody and makes Nate start the match. Which I know his name is Lee right now, but.
Steadfast Lee Stevens.
Yeah, but whatchamacallit, David kept yelling his name.
Yeah.
Come on, Nate.
Yeah.
Start the match,
Nate.
What's going on, Nate? Which is great.
This booking of this transition was very ECW. This is where you know Danny's an ECW guy, because one match ended, the run-in led to another match with completely different people altogether. That's ECW to a T.
Yeah.
But that's like, I know Danny's a big ECW guy, and that's completely an ECW.
But that doesn't happen too often, so it was fun.
I love it, though. It's fun.
It worked out well.
Oh, perfect. It's fun when that happens. Because, like, before you blink and you're like, wait a minute, where did this match come from?
What?
What happened to the Besties? Where did they go?
Yeah, I didn't have a reset for myself, and that kind of sucked.
Fitchett on the mic did great.
Fitchett's great.
He's a little too reliant on the F word. A little too much.
Yeah, but he's mad.
I know. I get he's mad.
He's mad.
We have a few kids in the audience.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, I kept looking at the kids every time. I'm just like,
I'm like, well,
what
you guys getting into. No, it was cool. Fitchett has really come into the mic work pretty well on this. I think he became like the breakout on the microphone out of the two, which is interesting.
Yeah, it worked out great. But Wrestling ended up defeating Stallion and something, and Stallion ate the pin, so technically something is still undefeated.
This is a bummer though, man.
I know.
I really wanted to see my boys with that belt.
I wanted to see them win, but Wrestling just got the titles.
I know, it's too early.
It's too early in my opinion. Like,
they're hot too.
They're so hot.
Like, Wrestling is on fire right now.
Yeah.
It is a big faction for us to have.
Yeah, it's our faction.
Yeah. But down the line, man, Stallion and something, it would just be fantastic. I love those two, though. I'm personally too invested.
Oh, I'm invested in all of them.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I have to be invested in all of them, but I love Kurt and something. It was funny. We were talking about, I think we were on Twitter. Kurt was saying something, and then Dr. Keith was like, "Oh, we're gonna have to censor that too." And I just I just reply, I just go bleep. And everybody liked it.
What did Stallion say to me? Because like I got to the venue late, and he was hyping up on Twitter like they're gonna win the belts. And I'm like, get the natty ice on. We're gonna start celebrating when they win those belts, baby. And he's like, we've been celebrating already in the balcony. Where are you? And I was like, damn. I'm like, it is like 3 o'clock. Late. I was late. I was pretty late.
You late.
But I made it.
Yeah, we all handled business.
It was there before the bell rang.
Yeah,
that's all
business was handled before.
Business was done. All right, what else? Another first round match.
ACH
taking on. This was the match of people with acronym names. ACH versus MJF. This was like I called it the eye chart match.
Yes.
It was like reading an eye chart. ICACH.
But this was fun. We had MJF get pelted with toilet paper.
Who put that out on Twitter to bring toilet paper?
Me.
You did?
Yeah.
You started that?
Yeah.
Because there was 12 people who brought toilet paper.
I know.
I was like, man, I guarantee somebody picked up that toilet paper and took it home. Though.
Oh.
I didn't see it after the show was over.
I think it was just cleaned up.
There was full rolls, man.
I know, but I put out the tweet. I was like, "Yo, guys, bring as much nasty."
You put that out there?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's hilarious because people really took to it.
Oh, I know, and I'm gonna tell people to bring more.
That's gotta be the thing.
I think I'm gonna stop by the dollar store and pick up like a 30-pack.
That has to be the thing.
Just so I want toilet paper to come from every angle.
Danny's gonna want to sell it on the merch table.
$1,
buck a piece.
A buck of toilet paper roll.
I mean, you know what's disappointing us on that note? When we sold streamers, they barely sold. Nobody wants streamers.
No, streamers is an ROH thing.
Yeah, I feel like nobody outside of ROH does streamers.
Because it's like their thing.
It was a struggle to sell 12 streamers or something, or 20, whatever Brian bought. And I was like, man, why are these so hard to sell? Nobody wants to do streamers?
Because it's not like...
It's like either all or nothing, right? You need either a shit ton of people to be buying them, or the one guys that throw streamer.
Well, you got to also remember a lot of those shows will hand out streamers.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
A lot of them do, so they kind of encourage it.
For the scene, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then, so ACH beat MJF for this one, but ACH took some damage, which showed out throughout the rest of the tournament.
The shoulder damage?
Shoulder, back.
That was first round also. And then...
final first round match.
We had Rey Fenix, Animo himself, against Shane Strickland. The newly engaged Shane Strickland. Congrats.
Yes, congrats, Shane.
Congrats, Shane, getting engaged to his lovely lady. And but that was good. That was a cool match, man. That was their second match this year, I believe, for us. And they have good chemistry. I think Shane knows how to play to Phoenix's strengths, which I thought was cool. And then Phoenix gives Shane a lot of offense.
Dude, that match flowed so well.
Yeah, that was like water, dude.
That was match of the night for me.
For night one?
For night one.
Really?
That was match of the night. It flowed so well. The crowd was on their feet for that one.
Yeah.
Dude, Phoenix with the Spanish Fly.
Yes. That was a great Spanish Fly.
Strickland with his nasty knee that he hit in the middle of the match.
Yes, that was a great match. I really enjoyed it. I think that was my match of night was Sammy and Moose, but this was definitely a close second for sure. Then the heavyweight match, which I was skeptical going in because I didn't know how the styles would clash, but Brody and Pentagon, Brody retained over Pentagon. Penta S.
It worked well.
Really well.
Everyone was doubting it, and I was like, don't.
I think people are doubting because they think Brody's still too green in that regard to fight Penta.
I don't think so.
I think thought he's been
he's been fighting all these big names and big guys that he can handle the pressure well.
This proved it to me. Yeah. I was like, this was... Dude, he held in there. It was great. The shot... They went stiff. You catch that? They fought hard, man. Dude,
Penta threw, the chair at Brody.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. It was disgusting.
What's amazing about Penta, I see him take some stiff shots, and I never see him, limping or sore after the show.
Yeah.
He's pretty, good at absorbing all of it. He's never worn out, and he's not a huge guy. Penta's a pretty average sized guy, but dude, he could take a beating, man. He gives one out too, though. He's a stiff son of a bitch. He gives some out, so Penta's awesome. But that was night one. Night one was very. Do you think a lot of people saw these results coming?
No, I think there was a lot of. I think there was some, like, the Sammy Guevara going over Trey. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
Trevor Lee, I wasn't expecting. Or I was expecting Swann to go over Trevor Lee. Jimmy Jacobs was a toss-up. Sammy and ACH made sense. Phoenix and Strickland, it could have been anybody.
Yeah, could have been anybody, exactly.
Myron, AR Fox, that depending. Mm-hmm. But none of them were very... None of the first rounds, in my opinion, were very obvious.
Yeah, they were not predictable, I think. This was like, it could go either way.
Yeah.
So whoever had a bracket going, I bet a lot of brackets were busted for night one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So now we go on to night 2.
Night 2. That's the second part of this saga.
The
Lynam saga.
Man, I came in so tired.
Night 2
I was up until 2 in the morning editing the video promos.
On top of which, night 2 was a 3 p.m. show.
Oh.
3 p.m. or 4 p.m.?
4:30.
4:30, sorry, yeah.
Still horrible. I wanted the 7:30.
Afternoon show. We did that because nobody really asked, like, no fans really asked me.
So this is what happened. I'll say exactly who was supposed to be booked on this show. Well, we had David Starr booked, and he's booked for the Wembley show.
Right.
So we didn't want him super late again and him having to rush out or whatever. Yeah. We also had Matt Riddle booked for the show.
He was originally set for the show.
And then WWE made him stop after Joey Janela's loss in New York. Anything he was advertised for, he was allowed to do. Anything he wasn't advertised for, he had to not do.
Oh, we hadn't advertised him yet. That was the problem.
We haven't advertised him yet, and he was already advertised for Wembley.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And they have a working relationship as well with Progress.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So that makes sense. Yeah, so Matt Riddle was supposed to be on.
And that's why we had the 4 p.m. start time was for them too.
To both go to Wembley.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the thing. So that's a bummer. But nobody seemed to complain.
No.
I think more so the production crew was like 3 or 4 o'clock.
We were so tired.
1 p.m. call time. What the hell? After getting out there late.
So.
But that was fun. No, it was fine though. It was we had something special on night 2 at the merch table. We had turnbuckles signed by all the participants of the tournament.
Yes.
Which was cool.
Which was great.
I got all those done.
Night 1.
And then night 2 we threw them on the table. So people got some really cool collectibles to take home because a bunch of people took them home.
Yep.
It's a few left only, maybe like 3 or 4.
Nice.
So get them while you can because when that's it, those are gone. They're gone.
Get them while it's hot.
Get them while it's hot. But yeah, that was night 2 kicked off with a cool piece of merch on the table.
Yes.
Right away.
Then we started night 1 hot. We had ACH go up against Myron Reed, which was great. A great first round match. Both stables of AAW, former champion we have of ACH. ACH came in there a little beat up from his match with MJF.
He had the athletic tape on too, right? Or like the what do they call it? Tape?
Yeah, it was athletic tape. Kinesis tape.
Kinesis tape. That's it. Yeah. You could tell he was nursing
in it.
But ACH and Myron Reed, man, you got some badass photos of this match, though.
Yes.
I'm going to be posting those up this week.
I'm excited.
According to ACH, he's like every third post to be a photo of him. Like, he's like, why don't you put in photos up of me? I'm like, dude, you're in the rotation. There's like a huge roster here. He's like, champ should get all the photos or something.
No, he's not the champ.
I was like, I'm not going to post anything for a month.
No.
You've lost the belt. You're done.
No.
Or I should post a photo of that match. And just refer to Myron and not ACH.
Oh, God.
Myron Reed, looking great.
Myron Reed looking great. But I love that ACH comes out with his Super Tiger mask.
Yeah. You got that in Japan, right?
Yes.
New Japan?
Yeah.
That was cool.
ACH comes out on top on this.
Advances.
Yes. And then DJZ versus Ray Phoenix.
This is a dream match. This is their first match together.
Yes. This was the first time ever.
Dream match. I think this was fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing. This was...
DJ likes a challenge.
This match is the reason you need to watch this tournament. This is... I will say this. No match will top it for the rest of the year, and this beats every match I've ever seen all year. This is match.
Really?
This is match of the year.
Wow! All right.
Match of the year, 100%. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's huge.
100%.
All right. So there you go. You guys heard it there. This is match of the year, and it's October early October right now.
it's a good time to make an assessment for match of the year.
I think so. We're in the last quarter of the year.
I'm not saying like match of the year in like February.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give it to you.
No, cool. But I don't think anything's going to be able to top that match in any company, anywhere.
I think we need to put a lot of shine on this match.
Yes. Yeah. I think we need to... I think this match needs to be released when we get the video.
We should give this as a free match, maybe. Yeah? Or something. Or some preview, some clips of it. That'd be nice.
Something, but this match is too good not to have been seen.
Yeah.
And, like, it kills me that we couldn't have streamed this show.
God, this show should have been
streamed. If we streamed it, that match would be everywhere. We
should have streamed this tournament, man.
I know.
It's bumming me out that we didn't. A lot of fans were upset too.
A lot of people were expecting it, but I mean, there's some things that myself and Trent obviously don't have any control of, and I wish we did. I mean, we know we can.
Yeah, but it's the Bola mentality, right? Because they don't stream Bola, right?
Yeah, but...
And they want to keep it a little exclusive that you have to be there to see it, right?
Yeah, but get the DVD or the Blu-rays or whatever.
But I still say...
You have to watch this match.
Yeah, but I say, like, you can get more buzz streaming this.
Yes.
We don't have to do like Bola does to get the DVDs. We can say you can stream ours instead, you know? So, I mean, we'll see. Maybe next year will be streamed. Yeah. We never know.
Hopefully.
Hoping. Cool. DJ advanced. That was a huge win for DJ.
DJ advanced, which was a huge shock.
Huge shock. I didn't see DJ advancing on that one.
Yeah, I thought Phoenix was going over. Then in another quarterfinal match, we had Swann against Sami Callihan.
I love this match a lot.
This was a great match.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Sammy cut a promo about how Swann's like one of his best friends?
Yes.
He's like, and we're going to have a badass match. It was almost babyface-ish a little bit.
Well, I think for Jim, Sammy changes a little bit.
Turn down, yeah.
This is for Jim. He's not going to be disrespectful, in my opinion, because this match is attached to Jim's name, and Jim did so much for Sammy.
This match proved to people that Sami Callihan is not just a brawler. They chain wrestled on this.
Yeah, and I'm glad Sammy changed up his style because I'm not gonna lie, Sammy has a pattern to his matches.
Oh yeah, you know, so people have called it out and they've given him shit for it, but he was chain wrestling, and Swann too for that matter. People think Swann's just a high flyer, X Division guy, but dude, he can chain work too.
Yep,
which I thought was great. These two were chaining for the first 7 minutes almost.
Yeah, it worked out really well in my opinion.
I thought it was great. Yep. Sammy advanced on Swann, and then that took us into another Sammy with a Y, Guevara.
Sammy with 2 M's and a Y.
2 M's and a Y, taking on Darby Allin.
And this was great because Sammy was talking shit to Darby, saying how he's just like a crash test dummy and all this stuff, and Darby almost pulled out the chair in this match, and then he decided to put it... Or no, Sammy pulled out the chair, gave it to Darby, says, use it.
Yeah.
Darby doesn't, puts it away, and it ends up...
it cost him,
It ends up costing him the match.
Yeah, that's right. No, it was cool. I mean, played in Guevara's... what does he call himself? The king of the world or something?
The best ever.
The best ever, okay. Thankfully, it's not the best in the world like everybody uses.
No.
The best ever, okay. But no, he took on Darby. Darby was, again, I think he really shined in this tournament. In Lost, too.
Yeah.
Like, he came out looking like a star, man, which was really cool.
It was really good.
We went to a tag match after that. We had the Besties with... Trigger Trey Miguel taking on Wrestling, David Starr, Eddie Kingston, and Trevor Lee.
Yeah.
You were ringside for this chaos. What'd you feel?
This was a good match. It was fun. It was weird to see Trey put in that spot.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing with these tournaments. You have all this talent. You gotta put people who lose in the little random matchups and stuff like that. But
yeah, there was no... I mean, I guess it's fair to say there's no logic behind Trey's teaming with them. Because, like, he's never run in with them. He's never...
Well, but remember, he had the thing where David was trying to get him a part of wrestling.
Oh, okay, yeah, duh.
So it was a little bit of a tie-in there. Which...
Foolish of me to doubt Danny's logic. I'm sorry, Danny. No, he's right. That's perfect. You're right.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's where the tie-in does happen.
We should have teased more of a turn there, then.
Yeah.
He was right there.
I wish we did, but, I mean, there was... Those last 2 nights were so chaotic.
Do you see... I wonder if it's still, like... set to happen. I have no idea.
No, I don't know. The turn might happen.
I think it would help Trey.
I still think it's a possibility for the turn to happen.
You need a young guy like Trey on there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so funny because Trevor's like 25, but I consider him like an old
David's
vet.
26.
Yeah, I'm like, these guys, they look old.
They look old. They look old because of all the body hair.
Yeah, all the body hair and the beard. Like, they look like older vets at this point. But it's like they're 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. We'll see what happens with Trey. I'm not sure.
But Trey got the pinfall victory,
which is huge for Trey. Who did he pin?
I think it was Trevor.
He pinned Trevor? Yes, he did. Yeah. And I hope that leads to more with Trey and Trevor.
Yes.
I really think Trey or Myron need to be the next ones on that Heritage belt, man.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Also, we had the returning, smiling Kylie Ray.
Man, the crowd popped.
Oh my god, the crowd was on fire for this.
They love singing that damn song.
Dude, it's just it's fun to sing the Pokemon theme song.
It was new to me. Pokemon's a little after my time, so I had to go back and listen to it and learn about it. So I did Spotify it a few times. It's very epic. It reminds me of the cartoon theme songs that I grew up with because it has that Japanese like epicness to it.
Yeah, and it has that big rise.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
did like it because it reminds me of like a lot of stuff I grew up on.
But there was a welcome back chant. Kylie started crying.
She cried?
Yeah, she legit cried.
That's cool.
So
she took on Scarlett. Short match though.
Short match with Scarlett. She went over on Scarlett.
Yeah,
which was actually kind of shocking.
Do you think a woman should be in this tournament next year? Because with intergender being accepted now, would a woman like if Kylie was in this tournament?
I can see Kylie in the tournament, but you can't just put a woman in the tournament to put like Havoc in the tournament would have made sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like
but like you can't just put a woman in there just to put her in there.
What if you did?
You have to have someone who's like a stable.
Yeah, but you can have two women in the tournament because that way you have an
on
equal
opposite
balance.
Sides of the bracket.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had a women's final?
That's what I'm thinking. How cool would that be? Who says it has to be a guy winning the tournament? Right?
As long as they're like stable. So like you have Kimber, you have Jess, you have Kylie. People like them who have been on multiple AEW shows, yeah.
I think that could be very interesting if a woman won this tournament.
Do you know who if you're going to put a random, do you know who I want to see in there? Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'm huge on her.
Okay.
I think she would do great in an intergender tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, eventually what that would lead up to is if you have two women on opposite sides, is that they're going to fight guys.
Yep.
And, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I would love to see it, man. I think it'd be very progressive of AEW to have a woman win this tournament next year.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be very interesting. I don't know.
Then she would would she get a shot at the women's title or the AEW title?
I think it would make sense that if she would just get a shot at the women's title then.
Yeah.
Like if a woman wins, she gets a shot at her the title in their division.
We make the women's title match the main event of the Windy City Classic.
I think it's huge. That's super progressive.
That would be
I should just backtrack a second and say
I'm glad that we didn't do that this year because this is like the in thing to do is to make women in the spotlight. And I don't want it to be forced. I want it to be like a natural progression. Mm-hmm. And I think when we introduced the women's title this year, or was it last year we introduced it?
No, it was this year.
It was this year.
Early this year,
yeah. Introducing it like that, doing it properly. I don't want it to feel forced. I want it to feel natural. I want the crowd to completely accept it.
Yeah.
Not be like a shocking thing, but be like, yeah, this is cool. This is AEW. She's a woman. She's an awesome wrestler. She has every right to be in this tournament.
No, I think
that's the feeling I want. Not, oh yeah, this is what everyone's doing. WWE has the pay-per-view. Everyone's talking about all the women's stuff. Yeah, she needs to be in there because of that.
Like if we specifically booked a woman to bring her in, like, oh yeah, we booked Velvet Sky to come in and do this. It's like now we're just doing it for the sake of bringing a chick in. Yes. Kind of thing. It doesn't make any sense. But if you bring in someone that's in a part of a roster, she's part of the history of AEW, then yeah, I totally agree. I think it'd be fun. And Mercedes has had a match for us.
She has wrestled in AEW.
Yeah.
I think she wrestled at Berwyn.
Yes.
No. I thought it was maybe Logan.
No.
She did Logan.
Logan or Bourbon Street?
Berwyn.
Remember the first Jawbreaker show? That was the all women or the women heavy show. We first did the first time they did Jawbreaker. This was before our time. Yeah. But when we were just attending. I think she was on that for sure.
But there was like Tessa was in a match. There was Tessa, Heidi, Mercedes, and Havoc.
Yes, that was it.
It was like a tag match. It was Havoc and I think it was Havoc and Tessa.
Yes, it was
against Heidi and Mercedes.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I can't remember, but
Tessa. I talked to Tessa at Warrior, and she's like, I really want to come back because the one time I wrestled for AW, I sucked. She was like, I was so young, I didn't know what I was doing. She goes, I'd be way better. So I'm like, I'm hoping she can come back, man.
Give me Tessa versus Havoc, please.
All day, I'll take it.
All day.
I would. You could main event that.
Yes, that would be a good Windy City Classic women's match.
That would be awesome. A belt on the line would be nice too, but Kimber. Yeah. I wonder what our plans are with that, man.
I have no idea because Kimber's been in Japan.
The belt's kind of. She didn't take the belt with her, did she?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Let's go on here. So that was the women's. So we're in the semifinals.
Now we're in the semifinals.
Right, here we go.
We got ACH versus DJZ, which this was a very fast match. Like it went
short.
Over. It was
right?
short,
yeah.
and the way ACH won over DJ was really shocking because they both had really good quarterfinal matches.
Yeah,
and it really shocked the crowd for how this match ended. Everybody was kind of in a disbelief over it.
Yeah, it was one of those matches where like you didn't know which way it could go. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Like ACH coming off a title run. It's like, is he really going to go that far? He's a little beat up. He had that doubt created. DJ was coming in hot. So it can go either way. This match is completely a toss-up in my opinion.
Yeah, but ACH comes out on top. Then we have Sami Callihan versus Sammy Guevara.
It's the Battle of Sammys.
And Sammy was not fucking around in this match.
Was there?
Callihan was not fucking around in this match.
Did you hear the people trying to be funny and say, "Come on, Sammy, let's go, Sammy,
let's go, Sammy"?
And it's like, and then the one guy who they wanted to play into it. Which one do you mean? That's what he wanted you to say. They wanted you to react to this. That guy was like totally dead serious. Like, which one?
Yeah.
Like, that's the point.
That's the whole point of this, man.
I'll throw that back to that happened to me one time in like 2003, and it was I went to a match at the Arabian Nights. Did you ever go to that place? It was in way in the burbs, man. I don't know.
Addison?
Yeah, maybe it was Addison.
Yeah, that was Addison.
I went to I don't know what promotion it was. It was Arabian
Nights.
Nights.
Talking about the pyramid?
Not the pyramid. No. It was called the Arabian Nights Farm or some shit.
Oh.
And it was Steve Boz versus Ryan Boz.
Oh god!
And they
the battle of the Boz.
The battle of the Boz.
Let's go, Boz! Come on, Boz!
They build the show, and I was the smart ass. Go, come on, Boz! Yeah, Boz, get him, Boz! And the one guy, which one?
All of them.
I had such a flashback to my moment when I heard that guy yell about Sammy. Which Sammy?
That's hilarious.
But Ryan Boz still part of the AW's management team.
Yes, it's always.
I keep telling him like you got one more run in you, kid. You got one more.
It's always good to see Boz at a show.
I told Boz you should run it at the final and destroy the trophy.
Jesus Christ!
You didn't know Jim like I did.
This is mine.
And just destroys it. You know the first the trophy from last year was destroyed. They broke it.
Yeah.
Danny was like so pissed. Man, I was trying to get at least 2 years out of that fucking thing.
Yeah, nope. Well, we got a new one. It's blue.
The new one is. We'll get to the new one. I have a story about the new
one. But yeah, Sami Callihan, the draw, defeated Guevara pretty easily.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
actually, he went stiff on the kid.
He went really stiff on him.
Sammy was hot.
That was old school Sammy. We got for a bit.
Yeah, he was pissed.
I liked it.
That was good.
And then we went into so. Sometimes we don't always pay attention, and I thought this was a 3-on-3 match. I thought it was a 6-man tag match, not a 6-man
elimination.
No, it wasn't elimination. It was just a 6-way match. One fall.
That's what I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Yeah.
And
I know the way they stood,
the way everybody stood. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a 6-man tag.
Right. That's what I was like. Why are they? They all came in order, and then they all kind of set. The 3 stood together, and the
three faces and the 3
right.
heels.
And I was like, okay, but then I was like, that is old school because it's kind of like that. The heels, no matter what, wouldn't hang out of the baby face, despite this, even if it is a one fall.
I wasn't really paying attention to the match lineup.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
And I was like, okay, cool, 6-man tag, that makes sense. And then it was a 6-man tornado match.
This one's famous for the dance-off.
Yes, with Ace Romero pulling off his best Rikishi.
Yeah, he did a good...
He got retweeted by Rikishi.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he Ace posted up the clip on Twitter.
And he passed the torch?
And Rikishi tweeted and said a really cool comment to him.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's cool. He did a good job. He's basically is like the new Rikishi style, like that body style, that the way he kind of acts and stuff. He has that Rikishi charisma to him, so that's cool. Rikishi put him over, but it was fun. Moose gave him a nut shot when it was his turn to dance.
Yes, and
last time I saw Moose dance, he did the Carlton. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
The Tom Jones. So I think people were waiting for it, but then again, Moose true heel though. He wasn't gonna dance. He kicked Ace in the gut, or the balls.
In the balls.
And that one came out with Fox coming on top.
Fox on top. I think he pinned Wolf.
Did he pin Wolf?
I don't remember. Honestly, this was a fast pace. I have to go back to the picture.
This one is quick. This was another one of those matches where like all these guys are left over from night one.
Yes,
we got to do something and get them all featured.
Yeah, but that's what happens at
tournaments
and stuff like that in tournaments.
It's the believable thing, right? It's like, hey, they're all here.
They're already there. Use
right.
them.
It was a fun match.
Yes,
crowd liked it.
Then we go into the semi-main.
Semi-main.
We get Brody and Jimmy Jacobs. So it was Shane Strickland, and Jake Chris. It was supposed to be Jake and Dave.
Yes.
But then we had the returning JT Davidson.
That was cool. I really wish Dave could have been there with that.
Our buddy over at Something to Wrestle With.
No.
Or is it? Wait, not Something to Wrestle With.
No, it's his podcast.
Oh, How I Manage.
How I Manage.
Wow, that was horrible.
I was like, you just Bruce Pritchard
it? Bruce Pritchard it. No, but it's How I Manage. I remember it was like a play on words.
JT Davidson also was down 30 pounds.
Down 30 pounds, DDP looking yoga. Slim.
He looked great.
When I saw him, I gave him the biggest hug ever because I haven't seen him in months.
Dude, I popped because I had my head turned. I was looking at doing something with the merch, and I had my head, and I hear the ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I was like, what? That was awesome.
It is my pleasure.
I missed the
to
guy.
Introduce.
He is good. That man, I love how he is sweaty before he even starts the ladies.
Dude, he had a nice new suit. It was tailored fitted. He had the OVE, the OI4K logo. I'll call it the OI4K logo.
Yeah.
That one's the OI4K logo. The old school skull.
The play on the Misfit skull. Yes. That one, yeah. It looked good.
But he introduced Jake, and his partner. For it to be Shane Strickland.
Yeah.
But we all already know the history with Jake and Jimmy, and that went right into another bloody fest.
I wonder what Shane was set to do, because Dave had some back issues or something. He had to call in.
I don't know. Maybe Shane could have probably been put. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it would have been
another 1-on-1 out of that 6-way. Maybe.
Yeah, dude. God, no, not another match.
I mean, I wonder what Shane's original plan was. I don't know.
So that's the great thing about wrestling, man.
It is unpredictable, and that's fun because nobody would have expected Shane Strickland to be teaming with Jake Christ. So that was fun.
It worked out well.
No, it worked out fine. It was bloody
it was a great
shit.
match. Jake was completely bloodied again.
Yes.
But Brody and Jimmy came out on top on this. They've been unstoppable as a pair, them two.
I think that Jake's got that wound that just never heals. And it just keep every show.
I don't think it's gonna heal if he's gonna keep busting it open like that.
They're probably like every show they're probably, hey, can you get a little juice, kid? I was like, well, all right. It's that same one
he
again.
Just peels back his skin.
You know he's gonna bleed at Bound for Glory next week as well. Yeah. Like I know that's gonna happen there. So that's just gonna be the same wound. Like this guy's never gonna stop bleeding out of that one cut.
Never. Horrible.
But yeah, Brody and Jimmy went over on that. Just furthering that's just feeding that story, watering it like a plant, growing.
So done.
Why not? It's like you give a plant water and it grows.
You give Jake blood.
You give a storyline blood and it grows.
It grows. That's like, and then dude, Jimmy was still wearing the pants from LaSalle that had pants. Jake's blood on it.
I know.
Like I was just like,
it almost.
And then with the sweat and everything,
it looked fashionable.
Yeah, but like I don't know how that is, like with the sweat and everything mixing.
It probably stinks. Those pants probably smell terrible.
I hope they're washed.
No.
Oh God.
Do they look washed?
I don't know.
Then we had the main
event of the evening.
And that was the finals.
That was ACH
Super ACH taking on the draw. Sami Callihan.
I'm going to make it to the finals, and it's going to be for Jim. But it's also going to be for me, because I want everything.
This is for everyone.
But mainly for me.
Everything.
Everything, but mainly for me. Because I'm Sami Callihan.
I'm the draw. It took us 50 minutes to
get to Sammy's.
To get to the Sammy voice. I mean, we were...
Where did these bastards go after the show, I wonder? I want to go out to eat with the Ohio crew just to see how they order.
I think they went back to Ohio.
Yeah, they never stay, right? Or do they stay?
I think they just drove back to Ohio.
A lot of times they do drive back.
They just drive straight back.
I just want to go to eat and just have them go,
give me one of everything. Not really, but I have to practice my everythings.
I was doing the Sammy voice in front of Sammy, and he's like... And I forgot who was next to it. So like, dude, your voice is gonna become like Sammy. I was like,
his natural voice is gravelly.
Oh, his natural voice is gone because of his gimmick voice.
It sounds like he's got that like iron pipes, in his vocal cords.
Daddy, what's happening here? What are we doing tonight? I don't even understand. I gotta fly out of here and I gotta be on TV. I don't need this shit.
All right, anyway.
But this match had all the highs and the lows.
This is what you call a perfect match.
This is my second favorite match of the tournament.
After DJ and Phoenix?
I think the storyline and the history and all that stuff makes the match more important than DJ and Phoenix. But this was my second favorite wrestling match. If you took the wrestling match out of context and stuff like that,
yeah,
this was my second favorite match. With the context, it does make it my favorite of the night because it meant so much.
Oh, yeah.
But DJ and Phoenix was still top for me.
So, from a production standpoint, we had a little, before we get to the result, when all the hype videos are going out earlier that day, we have things set in orders. We put things out, and somehow, via communication or scheduling, the hype videos for ACH and Sammy released into social media back to back.
Oh God, it was such a bad idea.
And management basically
really mad.
Really mad. They're like, you just gave away the finals.
But we're like, we didn't know. Like,
we followed our rules, right?
I recorded some promos the night before. I gave the promos online. I just said, hey, put the promos out in intervals. I never said which ones. And somebody else said, put this promo, and this promo in that way.
I was put them in the order.
Talked about his intervals. They said, go with that, and then everything went to shit.
Everything went haywire. So there was a rush to mix up what was released just so people weren't bombarded, people weren't focused on the final.
It's so bad.
Hey, listen, I mean, these are the things that happen, right? These are the things that happen. That's why communication is key, everybody.
Communication is hella key.
You need to be on the same page, but it was fine. The promos were phenomenal. Let's at least focus on that. The promos themselves were flame, and I like that. Those were good. Everything went out. It was cool. Nobody really predicted anything off of those. They just kind of figured they were out there and floating around in social media world anyway. I understand the concern of management because like they're releasing in a certain way, but I think most people when they're scrolling, they're not thinking that. So it went fine. But communication is key. Let's make sure we do this next time. But
we just need a lot more communication.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
I mean, the double shots are always a different experience.
There's so much happening. I mean, the thing is, in independent wrestling, like, we're not running with a major, gigantic production crew.
It's just
we're family business.
We're literally independent.
We are very independent. We're a family business. So like you have to try as much as possible to align with everybody because there's a lot of moving parts within a small group.
Yep.
That's a good way to put it, right? Small group, tons of moving parts.
Yeah.
So stay on top of your moving parts is what I'm saying. But the finals, what do we see?
We saw Sami Callihan defeat ACH in an amazing match. It was very emotional.
They both were very emotional. They both celebrated, hugged, kissed.
Yes.
hugged again.
Yeah, it was a very I want to say I'm trying, what's the word? Not seldom, not or seldom. Seldom. It felt very seldom afterwards, but it was like in a good way.
Seldom. No, seldom is not often.
No,
what do you think?
Like
solemn.
Solemn. That's. I was trying to find the word.
Salam. It's almost like salam.
No. But that's what it felt like after. It was just like finally. This is not finally in a bad way. It was like we got through this. This was such a big production to go through.
It's a lot of matches.
2
days. With purpose.
Yes.
A lot of build up to it. It's a lot of good promos, the hype, everything. It was a big release at the end.
Yes, and it was a sigh of relief, and it was in a good way. It wasn't like because anything was bad. It was just 2 nights back to back with tournaments. You had Sammy and ACH wrestling 3 times that night. A lot of the other guys who made it to the semis were wrestling twice that night. So I mean, everybody was very exhausted. It was a very draining night too.
It was. It was a very busy, heavy night. Thick night. Very nice ending. Sammy celebrated with the trophy. I feel like Jim's family should present the trophy. What do you think? Wouldn't that be nice?
Was Jim's family?
They were not their night too.
They were not their night too.
But then Danny and Mike should maybe or something, right?
Nobody really has, and the referees just always presented it.
We should have a nice presentation. I mean, it would give importance to the trophy and the title.
No, I agree.
That it's, when somebody's presenting it, it's like
King of the Ring style.
It's like somebody's is bestowing that honor onto you, right? I think it would look good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll recommend that. I'd like people's feedback on that.
I think we learned a lot this year.
A lot. I think we have a new team in place right now. That's we've been implementing so many new ideas this year that this was a great learning experience for the new team too.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, that was great, Sammy. Now the trophy. I have a quick story. So we were breaking the show down, and we're like, "Where's the trophy?" And like nobody could find the trophy. No idea what happened to the trophy. Sammy had to get out. They left pretty quick. They had
this year or last year?
This year.
Oh god.
Trophy's gone. We're looking for it. Danny's like, "Where's the trophy?"
Oh, but Sammy took it with him.
So here's what happened. Well, because like it just says general. I think maybe Danny might be putting the actual like name placard on later or something, or like I don't know. They want to take some pictures with it or something.
Yeah.
Basically, we couldn't find the trophy, right? And we're looking all over. Like, where the hell is the trophy? Sammy's not around. People started leaving. We're like, what the fuck? They're supposed to leave the trophy. Like, where is it? And we were looking, and then I'm asking everybody. And somebody's like, I think I saw Trey Miguel with it. I'm like, why the fuck does Trey Miguel have the trophy? And
he lives in Ohio with them.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. So, like, Sammy had to go to another booking. So, apparently, he told Trey, grab it and take it home for me and drop it at my house. But, like, nobody knew. They thought the trophy just disappeared.
Yeah.
The initial worry was a fan walked off with it, Like,
oh, God.
And that was the first worry. It's like, what happened to the fucking trophy? Nobody said anything. So, like, Danny texted. I'm like, somebody said Trey has it. He's like, why the hell does Trey have the trophy? So he texted Trey, and he's like, yeah, Sammy told me to grab it. So we almost lost the trophy. But, no, but last year's is dead. This is a new trophy.
Yeah, well, it's a different color.
It's a different color. Yeah, like I said, they destroyed last year.
They destroyed last year's. They destroyed it at the show, didn't they?
Goddamn boys had to break last year's trophy.
Yeah.
Like, yikes.
But that was it. And
that was wrapping, putting a bow on that.
Putting a bow on it. We'll come back next week. We're going to be talking about the Austin show.
Yeah, we're going to be back hyping the Austin show, which is a busy weekend. A lot needed for that show. There's a lot going on. So we'll be hyping up, what are we calling that show? Just AEW
Austin 1012.
Austin 1012.
Hashtag AEW Austin.
AEW Austin's the hashtag. It's our debut in Texas.
It's our debut in Austin, Texas. So, it's been a year since I've been in Austin.
You went for Circus.
I went for Russell Circus last year, so it'll be really nice to go back. Hope to see some familiar faces.
How is Russell Circus going to be there? I thought they hyped it for us, too, didn't they?
They were hyping it. I don't know what's their exact involvement.
It'd be nice if they hung out. You
I
know
hope
the
they
owners.
come by. Yeah. I reached out to them, asked if they were going to come. They haven't reached back yet, so
cool.
I'm hoping they'll be back though.
Nice, yeah. Hopefully, it'd be nice to see some people in the crowd there.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll be back with Austin next week. Let us know what you guys think about this one. Any feedback? We talked about a lot. It was thick again, So let us know what you think. And
where can you find us?
Oh, yeah, the hype stuff. Here we go.
The hype stuff. Let's go.
All right. First, social media stuff. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and we don't have an Instagram, do we?
No. Next week.
Next week? Okay.
Next week.
You can find us at the BSB Show on Twitter and Facebook. You can find this podcast. You might be already listening to it somewhere, but you can also find it. So you should rate, review, subscribe on these sites: Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iTunes, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Is that all?
There's literally no medium that you can't find us.
Yeah,
on.
it's everywhere. Everywhere. We are in everything. Everything. So go ahead and find us, like us, share it, tell people what you think. I think that's all the plugs as far as we eventually going to get a pro wrestling tee store too. Come on, you know those guys.
I know those guys. We can talk. We can look into that. Where could they find you at, Trent?
You can find me on Twitter at Vanilla Joke and Instagram, same name. Where can I find you at, Basil?
BZ on Instagram and Twitter.
Spell it.
B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y.
There you go. Follow us. Let us know what you think. Follow the BSB Show. Get a hold of us. Tell us what you like, what you hate. And we'll be back next week with Austin.
Bye-bye.
Later.